Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So the time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So welcome. Thank you for joining our webinar. So this is the study in Canada hosted by ACN Southern, and we are lucky to be joined today with St. Lawrence College. All right, so let me just share my video. So hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, so let's begin. So, our agenda for today is we will be showing you how to become an international student in Canada and why should you choose our preferred partner school, St. Lawrence College? We have invited St. Lawrence College to talk about the offerings of their school. Okay. Now, after we have presented our presentations, there will be a Q&A portion so that you can ask us your questions. So you can just save your questions and then type it in the chat box so that we can check that out after our presentations. All right, so let me begin. I am Bea Barcelona. I am a marketing specialist for ACN Southern Immigration and Education Services. Now, about ACN Southern, if this is your first time with us, welcome. So, we were established in 2005. We are an immigration and education consultancy. So, we are offering services for three countries: Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. So, it's easy to remember because it's ACN. All right. So, for those three countries, we have the permanent residency visa, family, spouse, fiance visa, study and work, and the tourist visa under Australia. For Canada, we offer the study and work to immigrate and the tourist visa. And for New Zealand, we have the same as well, the study and work and the tourist visa. But for today, we are focusing on our service to Canada. All right. So on your screens, you will see a map of what Canada looks like. You will see the cities that they have, and this is their capital, which is Ottawa. Okay, so later on, if we listen to St. Lawrence College, we'll know where their school is located. All right. So, just a bit of a trivia. Okay, so Canada is actually the second largest country by total land area, and despite having such a large country, no, they only have a small population. So they have a population of less than 4 people per square kilometer. So they are actually no, they are very welcome to international students and to immigrants because onti lang yung population nila dun sa Canada. All right. So let me talk about the study permit. In order for you to become a student in Canada, you will have to secure a study permit. Okay? So it is a document issued by the government of Canada in order for you, mga non-Canadian nationals, to study at designated learning institutions. So ang mga DLI, they're actually the schools allowed by the government of Canada to host international students. Okay? I'm so sorry if medyo maingay or pangit yung aking internet. Medyo malakas yung ulan po namin dito eh. Alright. Okay, so let me talk about why should you choose Canada. Okay, so Canada has an outstanding quality of education. So they boast na they have around siguro 11 of the top 250 universities in the world. They offer one of the lowest tuition fees among English speaking countries. So they are cheaper than the US, UK, and Australia. Okay, next is they are number one in the quality of life rankings. No change since their rank in 2019, pero I think they have been number one for already 5 years na. Okay? So you as an international student, kahit hindi ka pa permanent resident or citizen doon, you can already enjoy the quality of life that the Canadians are experiencing. All right? Next is it's one of the safest countries in the world for international students. So they have very low crime rate, they have very strict gun control laws, and they have very good community policing. Okay, so if you're an international student, of course you're scared. It's a new country. Wala ka pa sigurong makakakilala doon. Don't worry, Canada is one of the safest countries. Okay. Finally, Canada is a diverse and multicultural society. In fact, they have a national policy. They have a national, parang meron silang law about their multiculturalism. Okay, so you won't be the only Filipino or you won't be the only foreigner in Canada. They have a lot of international students. They have a lot of immigrants coming from other countries now. Okay, so you won't be the only foreigner in Canada, and you will feel very welcome there. Okay. Now, let me talk about the benefits of the study and work to immigrate program. So, even if you are only holding a study permit, you are actually allowed to work part-time. So you're allowed to work while you study. That is 20 hours per week. Okay. Next is, even if you are under a study permit, you can also bring your spouse or your partner and your dependents. So your spouse can work full-time, and then your dependents can avail of free education. All right. Next is, you can apply for permanent residency while or after you study, because Canada offers the most generous pathway for permanent residency. So it's easier in Canada to go from a student permit to a permanent residency status. All right. So let me talk about the eligibility. What are the requirements or qualifications in order for you to become a student in Canada? Okay. So ang sasabi ko lang dito is, this is just a minimum requirements or the qualifications. St. Lawrence might have a slightly different eligibility, okay? So first is, you have to be at least 18 years old, so you have to be of legal age. You have to be at least a senior high school graduate, or if you are from the old curriculum, second year college. Basta you umabot ka dun sa equivalent ng kanilang year 12. If you have a bachelor's degree, it's still very much welcome for you to study in Canada. Next is the English requirement. So this is done by taking the English proficiency test like IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, and the other examinations. No? So later on, St. Lawrence College may talk about their English requirement. Next, we have, you must be financially capable. So you have to be ready to shoulder your cost of living and your tuition fee. All right? Next is the genuine study purpose. I will talk more about this later. And then finally, in order to become a student in Canada, you have to have good health and good character. All right? So next, let me talk about the permit application process. So it's we divided it into four stages. Okay, first is the contract signing. So of course, this is a formal agreement with ACN Southern saying that you are getting us to be your educational consultants. You'll pay the ACN fees. We will give you the list of requirements so that we can start with your application. And then next, we have the study planning. So for study planning, you have to lay out where you want to study and what you will study. Okay, so for the location, later on, we will know what city and what province St. Lawrence College is located in. We will know what level of studies they have, if they offer certificates, diplomas, postgraduate programs. Okay. Next, you have to also determine what field of study you want to know, or ano yung course na gusto mong kunin sa Canada. All right. And then lastly, I mentioned this earlier, this is the purpose of study or the genuine study purpose. Now, you have to remember that a study permit is a temporary visa to Canada. Okay. So the immigration officer at the embassy will have to know your plans after your study. So you should always, you should state in a letter addressed to the embassy what program you're going to take, which school you're going to attend to, and what will be your plans after you study. It's important to note that the immigration officer will check your plans after you study, because you have to state there that you will be returning to the Philippines after you study. Now, we understand that some of you might use the student visa in order um, to go to a permanent residency pathway. We cannot state it in the letter. So again, because you are applying for a student visa. Okay? So they are allowing you naman from student to permanent residency. We just cannot state it in the study plan or the letter. Okay? ACN will help you compose and edit the letter. We have people for that, and it's included in our services. All right, so once we have your study plan all laid out, we will proceed with your admissions. So for admissions, this is the enrollment, okay? So for the enrollment, you have to fill out your enrollment forms, okay? You have to gather your requirements, and then ACN Southern will be submitting your application to St. Lawrence College, okay? Now, when St. Lawrence gets your application, in return, they will be issuing the letter of offer or the offer letter. So in the offer letter, it will state there what program you're going to take and how much is the tuition fee. Now, for the tuition fee, All you have to do is pay a minimum deposit or a minimum amount to be officially enrolled. Okay. So once we pay the tuition fee deposit, St. Lawrence College will now issue the official enrollment document, or what we also call the letter of acceptance. And that is the last document we need so that we can start your permit application. Okay. So, in the permit application kasi, it is required that you have to be enrolled to a school in Canada first before you can apply for your permit. Okay? So, in this application, you as the applicant will have to fill out your application forms, gather your requirements, undergo health examination biometrics, and then ACN Southern will be submitting your permit application. Okay? And then all we have to do na is wait for your permit decision. All right? So, the whole application from ACN contract to the permit application, it can be done in a span of 3 months. So, maigsi lang naman ang processing ng study permit. Pero of course, with the situation that's happening right now, medyo natatagalan lang tayo pagdating sa kuha ng ating mga requirements and also waiting for the permit decision from the embassy. Okay? But don't worry, Canada is still accepting application for student visa. But of course, we really recommend you to take intake dates or you to start your study plans in Canada for 2021. But as early as now, we encourage you then to start your application since it's already September. So if we're going to take 3 to 4 months to apply for your visa, the earliest that you can take or the earliest that you can go to Canada is January 2021. All right? So, on your screens, you will see some photos of our clients who are already in Canada. So, they were sweet enough to send us their photos of when they went sightseeing or when they went to visit their schools. Okay? So, if you want to see more of our clients who are already in their countries, you can join the Facebook group ACN Southern Immigration and Education Services Visa Recipients. To know more of our services or to be updated with our upcoming webinar schedules, you can also like us on Facebook. That is ACN Southern Immigration and Education Services. All right. Now, we have locations here in the Philippines. So we have 4 offices. Our main office is located in Makati City, but we have provincial offices in Angeles, Baguio, and Gapan. Now, for our contact information, you can email info@southernimmigration.com to get a copy of the expenses for the application process. And you may also email us if you want to schedule a one-on-one orientation with an ACN consultant. So this can be done via phone call, Messenger, Zoom, Google Meet, or Skype. All right. So again, our email address info@southernimmigration.com. All right. So that ends my part of the presentation. Now, I would like to introduce our partner school, St. Lawrence College, represented by Oliver Bata, the Philippine Office Manager. So, hi, Oliver. Are you there? Thank you so much for joining
Hello, hi
us.
Bea.
Hi.
Yes,
Okay.
good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for participating in today's webinar. So, let me share with you my screen. So there you go. Bea, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, Oliver.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oliver. I'm from St. Lawrence College. So I'm here to share with you some information about our institution. So we are a public school and we are a designated learning institution, meaning all our programs are eligible for the PGWP or the postgraduate work permit, which is the fastest way for a student to acquire a PR. So we're located in between Toronto and Montreal. We have 3 campuses. One is in Kingston, which is 2.5 hours away from Toronto and 2 hours away from Ottawa and 3 hours away from Montreal. Another campus, which is in Brockville, which is the closest to Ottawa. It's about an hour away from Ottawa, just like what Bea mentioned earlier. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. And lastly, our campus in Cornwall, which is the closest to Montreal and Ottawa as well, and about 4.5 hours away from Toronto. So this is our campus in Brockville. It is located in the world famous 1000 Islands region. So you'll find there the 1000 Islands boat tours, and then you also find there the Brockville Arts Center, the Brockville Railway Tunnel, which is Canada's oldest tunnel, and St. Lawrence Park Beach area. And then this is our campus in Cornwall, which is located in the on the St. Lawrence on the shores of the St. Lawrence River, so students can enjoy studying or lounging by the river and enjoy the water views from the library, residence, and classrooms. So one good thing about our campus in Cornwall, recently it has been included in the OINP, or the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. So this allows the government of Ontario to nominate individuals for immigration to Ontario. So basically, OINP is one of the most dynamic of Canada's provincial nominee program. So basically, it's the easiest way to immigrate to Canada, and Canada grants the right to its provinces to invite skilled people and nominate them for immigrating to the country based on the occupation in demands and labor market requirement in that province. So being a small-sized city, so yun nga, naghahanap sila ng tao. So basically, yung hinahanap nila yung mga skilled workers, graduates, and business migrants. And lastly, this is our campus in Kingston. So it's located in a mid-sized community, which is safe, friendly, and affordable. And then it's also located in a beautiful waterfront that offers outdoor activities and urban amenities for an active student lifestyle. So this is a photo of the campus, which I took myself when I visited the campus last year. So, and then another facility that is newly built, which includes a brand new 80,000 square foot student life and innovation center, and then it also has a student services and study area. So some quick facts about Kingston. So it was the first capital of Canada. So prior to Ottawa, it was Kingston before the government decided to move it to Ottawa because it's too close to New York. Then it has a population of 170,000, and then it has a high quality of living, but very low cost in terms of cost of living. In fact, it's about 40% cheaper as compared to other major cities like Vancouver, Montreal, or Toronto. And then there's less competition in terms of jobs. And then recently it has been named as one of the best cities in Canada for millennials to live. And then it's also known to be the hockey cradle of Canada. Then Kingston is also known to be a college or university town. So you'll find there, among others, aside from St. Lawrence College, you'll find there the Queen's University, the Royal Military College, and the Limestone District School Board. Having said that, as we all know, being a university town, the cost of living has to be catered to the students. So these are some of the facilities that we offer. So we have our multimedia classes, we have our carpentry classes, our esthetician and hairstyling classes, our health and science. Then we also have our applied arts, our automotive, we have our welding and fabrication technician. And the ones I've mentioned are our skilled trades programs. As you all know, skilled trades programs are the most in demand and highest paying jobs in Canada right now. And then we have our library, our top of the line libraries, which can be found in all three campuses. So we have there our experienced staff who are available to help you find the information and who will help you complete your assignments or the research and other interests. And then we have our excellent athletic facilities, which includes a cardio room, a weight room, and our gymnasium. It features one of the nicest basketball courts in Ontario. And then we offer our student services. So among others, we have our student association. So basically, students can hang out here and interact with other students and even with faculties during their break time, and they can play billiards and table tennis, among others. And then we offer our counseling and accessibility services. So basically, students whenever they encounter stress, when they're overwhelmed with academic, personal, or financial concerns. So we have our counselors here who can assist them, and then they can do confidential personal counseling, and then this is available in all three campuses. And then we have our campus health center, which is available to all campuses as well. So basically, students can just make appointments with physicians and nurses anytime. And then we have our academic support center. So basically, the academic support center is a free service that's available for one-on-one or group tutoring sessions, which is on a drop-in basis or even by appointments. Then we also offer our Kingston Transit. So already included in the tuition fee is the bus pass, wherein students can just ride the buses anytime for free. And then we also have also included in the tuition fee is the health insurance. So we have our the Guard Me insurance. So students can just use this anytime whenever they feel anything. They can just consult the doctors, and then they can just visit the clinic anytime. Then we also offer our SLC carpool program, where students can sign up with other students and even with faculties. And then, just like what Bea mentioned earlier, in terms of diversity, Canada being a very diverse country, this college itself has about 45 countries representing it. So currently, the entire student population is about 8,000, 1,500 of which are international students, and then currently we have more than 30 Filipino students, and we're still trying to grow that number. And then in terms of the KPI or the key performance indicators, we normally belong to the top 3 in terms of the graduate employment rate and the employer satisfaction rate. This due to the fact that the school itself, we have our own placement center, which we call the SLC Career Services. So basically, it offers a variety of in-person and online resources, which includes resume and cover letter assistance, interview preparation, and job search coaching. So we have our career advisors that works with you to discuss your career goals and plan, and they plan to get you to your chosen employers. So we also hold regular job fairs, and then we have our job boards with hundreds of opportunities in Ontario. So these are just some of the partner companies that we have tie-ups with. So we have more than 70 programs that are being offered to our international students, ranging from a one-year certificate programs. So among the more popular programs here are our personal support worker, our medical laboratory assistant technician, and our culinary skills. Then we have our 2-year diploma programs, which is the most popular among Filipinos. Well, as you all know, if you pursue a 2-year program, you get to stay for another 3 years for your work permit. So among the more popular programs here, our business programs, our computer systems technicians, our early childhood education for the education graduates, our mental wellness and addiction worker for psychology graduates. Then we have our health and science programs. Then we have hospitality. Uh, we have the culinary management, hospitality per se, and tourism programs, which is popular among Filipino students. And like I mentioned earlier, we have our skilled trades programs. Then we also have our 3-year advanced diploma programs. So among the more popular programs here are the behavioral science, the civil engineering technology, and the biotechnology advanced. And then we only have one 4-year bachelor degree program, which is the Bachelor of Business Administration. And lastly, we have our postgraduate programs, which is quite popular among Filipino students since most Filipino applicants are already degree holders. So we offer like business analytics, we have digital marketing communications, and then we have healthcare administration international, which is the most popular for nursing graduates. And then we have our project management, supply chain management. These two programs are being offered in our Cornwall campus. And then we have our autism and behavioral science for psychology graduates and our therapeutic recreation for our PT graduates. So as for tuition fee, most diploma programs or almost all programs they range from 15 to 16,000. Um, it's about 7,300 per semester plus the ancillary fees, and then for the graduate and graduate programs, it's around 16,000 as well. So we're waiving the ACN being our partner agency. We're waiving the $100 Canadian application fee. Then as for the admission requirements, we're already waiving the English requirement or IELTS. So as of this year, we no longer require IELTS or other English proficiency exams. So basically, we would just need the following documents from you. So a copy of your passport, a college diploma, your college transcript of records, and your resume. And with that, I'll share with you this short clip about St. Lawrence.
What I love about St. Lawrence College is everything, like the facilities that they give you and the friends that you'll make, and the overall experience is top notch. Student life at SLC is amazing because there's so many opportunities. There's so many services that they offer. They have career services. They offer different activities. They have the student association has so many things going on for us every day.
We're a small campus, but we have the biggest heart. I think that this brings this collectiveness of all of us being together as one. I had to describe my SLC experience in one word. It would be awesome, different.
Great, exciting, life affirming, diversity,
Wonderful thing.
friendly.
So we're currently accepting applications for our winter intake, which is the January 2021. And then we also have our off-cycle intake this November for 5 of our programs. So thank you so much. So if you have questions, I'm here to answer all your questions. So Bea, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Oliver. All right. So everyone, we will now go on to our question and answer. So if you have any questions, please put it in the group chat, and then Oliver and I will be answering those questions.